Okay, now that we've created the tube on top of our cube, let's go about hollowing out that tube so it almost looks like, it could almost look like a cannon from the top, or a chimney, so it's something that's hollow. Now again, that's just going to be simply an extrusion, and instead of adding material to make an extrusion, what we're going to do is remove material when we do the extrusion. So again, all we do is we deselect everything. Again, if you're in some other orientation like this, Control D will get you back to the default setting, the default orientation. Again, make sure nothing is selected. We head up to Extrude, we choose the Placement tab, and now we're going to define our sketch. Korea wants to know which plane you'd like to sketch on. Now I'm happy to sketch on the top of this tube here. So select that, and it happens to be the surface F6, and it wants to know, okay, when you're sketching on the top of this surface, and you're looking at it from the top, heading down, you can see the orientation of the arrow there, and you're looking down on it, which reference plane would you like to use? Well, it's automatically selected the right plane for me. I'm happy with that, and I'm happy for it to face to the right hand side of the screen. So I hit the sketch button. And we're back to our little friend, the sketch view. Click on sketch view, and here we go. We're going to be creating a circle, but this time we're going to be creating a concentric circle. So what it's going to do, it's going to grab the outside of the existing circle, and it's going to make another circle exactly concentric to that. So we didn't have to find the center point. Now I'm going to drag that circle out to, roughly about there. And I haven't finished it yet. You notice when I hit the left button, it still keeps going. I could create another circle if I wanted to, but I don't want to do that. I want to hit the middle button to finish the circle. And there we have it, and we can see the diameter there is I think 50. So we're going to try and change that. We're going to change that by selecting. It's not letting me select it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hit the OK button, and I'm now going to push the extrusion. And instead of pushing it this way, oh, I didn't tell you that before, did I? Instead of setting a distance like this and changing it to 100, I can actually grab that little white handle, and I can move it up, and I can move it down. If I can push it all the way back through. So I can push it in any direction I like. Now I'm going to be pushing it in this direction, but instead of adding material, I'm going to use this button here. And this button is called the Remove Material. If I click on that, it removes the material from within the tube. Now instead, and we're going to do that to a length of 65. So it's going to just enter by 15 millimeters the cube. So you can remember our tube is 50 millimeters long. If we look inside, you'll notice that it's all hollowed out all the way into the box. When you're happy with that, we hit the OK button, and there we have it. We have a hollowed out tube. You might be asking yourself, hey, but we didn't set the circle the right dimensions. Well, we can go back there. We know that it was extrusion 3 where we created it, and if we click on the little reveal here, we can modify the section. So we right click on the section, and we hit edit definition, and we can go back to sketch view, zoom out, zoom in, double click it, and let's make it 45. Let's make it 52 diameter. So it's going to be quite a thin walled, we can call it a chimney if you like, a thin walled chimney, and we can hit OK. And you'll notice it modifies the thickness of our chimney. Done.